Hi friends! Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kate and today we'll be going over everything I got up to in the month of May. If you've been on my channel for a while, then you know that I make these videos at the end of every month, or at least I have so far every month for this year, just to kind of go over everything that I do during the month but don't exactly showcase because obviously I spend the majority of my time playing gacha games and I only film usually when I'm building or exploring, so you don't necessarily see the characters that I pull or maybe any progress that I make behind the scenes. So I do these videos at the end of every month to kind of go over everything like that. And I like to talk about the books that I read as well, because I don't do a ton of book content on here, but it's something that I do a lot of and I want to incorporate it more into my channel, so this is kind of, so far, how I have been able to do that. But as usual, we are going to start with the games section, so let me hop onto my computer and I will show you everything I got up to in all of the games that I play in the month of May. Unfortunately, it has been a bit of a bad month in Genshin, but that's why we're gonna show it first. I am very disappointed, but that's okay. It took me 60 pulls to get one copy of the man that I have been yapping about for, I don't know, I guess since that one event, y'all remember way back when? Took me 60 pulls. I was like, I'm gonna C6 Aoife. I don't even want Escoffier. I just want to C6 Aoife. And then all of a sudden I wanted her out of nowhere. So I kept pulling just to see. And once I got close to a 5-star, I just kept pulling to see if I was gonna win or lose. Unfortunately, worst month in Genshin for me. I lost my 50-50. I have C2 Mona now, which, you know, whatever. But I didn't get literally anything that I wanted in Genshin, so it's like, I have nothing to show you here because nothing good happened for me. But hopefully, next month, we are going to turn that luck around, and for the wrap-up, you guys are going to see a lot. I hope. Please, guys, manifest for me because there are so many characters on this banner that I want, and if I don't get them, I will be heartbroken. So I hope y'all are manifesting. But yeah, sadly, like I said, there's literally nothing for you here. Genshin has not been... I haven't been having good luck. I've been trying. I've been working so hard. I've been pulling. Unfortunately, I just have nothing for you. Okay, and next up we are moving to Wuthering Waves, and unfortunately I don't think I have anything here to show you that you haven't already seen if you are caught up on my videos. I feel like my week in my life vlogs really spoil a lot when it comes to my wrap-up. Like, everything I'm telling you here, you're gonna be like, I already know. Well, guess what? I'm sorry I vlogged this month. I'm sorry that I'm just on top of it already. But I was pulling on the last anniversary banner, as you all know. I was pulling for Phoebe, which I think I mentioned to you all. I'm pretty sure that's something that you all know. And then kind of halfway through, I was like, I don't want Phoebe. I want Yinlin. So what did I do? I switched. But that was not before I already lost my 50-50 and got Verena again. When I was pulling for Phoebe,
hopefully we'll make new findings.
I got a different blonde. Again, it's insane that I only get Verena. I wouldn't even mind if I was getting Encore, but I just keep getting Verena and I don't use her anymore, really. Very, 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 very unfortunate. But it's okay, because after that happened, I saw I was guaranteed. My mind changed. I was like, I think I want Yinlin. For reasons that I will show you soon when we get on to building new characters. I say new characters. I've had Bro for forever. He's been sitting here forever and he's not built. But soon. And yeah, I really pulled her just for him. And you all saw that if you watched either. I think I pulled her in the middle of one of my questing videos. I then built her for a video. And in my week in my life vlog, I was filming some stuff. So you saw that I got her. So yeah. That's all for Wuthering Waves. I'm feeling very much like there was no point in me doing this wrap-up. But just wait, because the next game is where there's a lot. Surprisingly, because I haven't been spending money on any of these games.
I've just been grinding when there's stuff that I want. So that's kind of why on Genshin there's not anything yet, because the Inazuma Chronicle banner just switched. So now I am grinding for pulls. So like I said, hopefully at the end of June there will be a lot more to show you. And same with Wuthering Waves. As of right now, I'm not necessarily grinding for anyone, but I am trying to pull for ᵎᵎĥ. I really want ᵎᵎᵁ. I always have. We'll see if I get her. You'll see at the end of June because it hasn't happened yet. But I guess let's now switch to the last gacha game I'm going to talk about. Okay, and the last game we're going to talk about, obviously, is Infinity Nikki. I have not been spending money on here, so unfortunately I don't really have all the stuff that I want. But I've been grinding, so I have some stuff. I want to try really hard to somehow get enough diamonds to finish and get everything that's on the banners right now, but there are so many banners right now. Thankfully, I already have the frog outfit from way back when, because I wasn't sure how rerunning was going to work in this game, so I spent money all that time ago. I was not going to live without that frog outfit, that's for sure. But anyway, let's check and I will go over everything. There's a lot here. A lot of it is actually standard stuff, so hopefully you're good with that. We will start with the standard stuff first. The first very exciting thing is I finally finished the standard 4-star Forest's Fluttering, which is this little butterfly bug catching outfit. It is so cute. I have been wanting this obviously since, you know, the standard banner came out and I knew this existed. And now I am trying to get this evolution because this is me. This outfit is literally me. I love this one, but this evolution is just beautiful. Also, another standard 4-star that I ended up completing was this Breezy Tea Time, which is really cute. Honestly, a lot of the standards I forget even exist. I remember the butterfly one and the shark one because they were really cute ones that I wanted, but I did forget that this one existed. And obviously, the evolution is super cute. I don't have that yet. Another standard 4-star I have for you is this Sweet Jazz Nights outfit. Is this a grooming outfit, I think? Yeah, so I don't know where all these standard pulls came from, but I was having a lot of luck on the standard banner, obviously. I want to show off the standard 5 stars that I completed this month now. So first up is going to be this Crystal Poems outfit. I have been trying to complete this outfit for a very long time because it's just so beautiful. And I had one of the little evolution things that you get from doing so many pulls, so I used one on this because it's so beautiful. The blue version is so pretty. I had another one of those little things that you get from doing so many pulls, so I used it on the Fairy Tale Swan Dream 5-star and got this red version, which is so pretty. I am obsessed with this. And I'm really excited because this version, this evolution, so pretty. But yeah, that's all my standard stuff that I have to show you. Now we can talk about all of the limited things. I have this event 4-star, which came obviously from the little event that they're running right now. I've been grinding that out for diamonds and I completed this first outfit, which is Honey Hunt. It is so cute. This is the one that if you put it on, the bees will like follow you. Love it. I'm a little confused about the evolution. I don't have it. So I wish I did. I wish I could evolve it. I completed the limited 4-star from the first banner, which is this Rosy Reverie. And it took so many pulls for me to complete the 5-star. You already know that I obviously completed the second evolution, which in my opinion is so much prettier than the first. So I'm very happy about this. I love all the fluffy detailing on this. I don't remember. I think I tried to level it up and everything because I want to use it. It's super pretty. On the second 5-star banner, I have now been pulling and I only have so far this first Celestial Whispers outfit. I am still pulling, so I hope at some point I will be able to get this evolution because it's so pretty. So let's just hope that next month in my wrap up you see that I have this because the pink is beautiful. The evolutions to me are always prettier. They probably do it on purpose, but whatever. It works. They tricked me. And this was the banner I was pulling on first, obviously. This is the first like 5-star banner. This is the Snowy Ballad outfit. I just am obsessed with this. This is so pretty, and it took an insane amount of pulls, but this time it actually didn't take me all the pulls to, it didn't take me enough pulls to get the evolution thing. I hope you all know what I'm talking about. It didn't take me that many pulls, so I had to do extra pulls to be able to get it because I was like 8 pulls away from getting it. So I did, so that I could have this beautiful red version. This evolution is so pretty. I'm obsessed. I did get a Momo cloak, which I would show you, but I honestly am just too lazy to. It's the little snowy one. I believe that's the one that came from doing a bunch of pulls on the standard banner. I am not quite sure. But yeah, that's all I have to show you on Infinity Nikki. There is one more game that I want to, I don't know, talk about. And I introduced it to my wrap-up videos last month, so let's hop on over to it. Okay, we are hopping into Dreamlight Valley. I don't have that much to show you, but this is one of the games that I play pretty regularly, even if it's just to get on and do my pumpkins. Okay, it's dark out, which is not what I like. Do I have it set? I might have it set. Yeah, offset time of day. Let's not offset the time of day anymore, because now I'm playing at the right time of day. Okay, here we go. Much better. So, you may notice right off the bat, I moved my house. Because I'm trying to go for like a little fairy garden vibe, so I put this little picnic thing there and some tools for my backyard. There's no backyard. And then, yeah, we have some fairy items here, which I got from the Star Path, which I have not completed, guys. I'm getting a little stressed. There's 11 days left and I'm on page 4. Haven't even completed 3. I need to get this gazebo for sure. And I really want the outfits for the characters at least, if nothing else. So I need to get on that and I need to be grinding. But yeah, so that's kind of my house for right now. I'm still working on it. I wanted to live up here because fairy forest, I was thinking. Also, guys, we moved Woody into the valley. This is his house. I don't know why there are night thorns everywhere. I sit and clean all of these up, and then I try to show you all, and it's a mess. Love this. Obsessed. Okay, we need to... Anyway. But yeah, this is where Woody lives. I put him next to Buzz. So I kind of have really mastered the theme park vibe that I wanted here. It's definitely... It's like that, so that makes me happy. I kind of want to show you a different angle. But yeah, it's definitely a theme park over there, and I think it's cute. I like it. I want to maybe make a video soon where we do some decorating. This is where my house used to be, if you remember. But, sorry, she was talking to me, I got distracted. There's nothing here right now. I have no clue what I want to put there. And I have finally, like, I owned the DLC, but I never went to those areas. I finally went to the areas. So I'm unlocking new characters, and obviously I can decorate over there too. So there's a lot for me to do if y'all are interested in seeing that. I do want to check out the shop really quick. Don't mind me, we're shopping. Girls trip, those jeans are cute. I think I have them though. Unfortunately, everything that's been in the shops lately is like stuff that I already have because I own everything apparently. Yeah, I don't want any of this. Ugh, this is so sad. I kind of like this wallpaper actually.
Greetings, neighbor.
Oh, it's a dance class curtain wall. I thought it kind of looked... I need these. Look at the pink water. I need this in my house. I'm gonna send that as inspiration when I'm building a house. If that can even happen in this economy. Anyway, yeah, so that's all I got for you. Didn't do a lot. I feel like I read a lot more than I played games this month, and that is going to be very obvious when we get to talking about everything that I read. So just keep that in mind. Maybe that's why there's a little bit less update-wise on all these games. But hopefully in the month of June, I will get my game on and I will have more time to play games. I feel like I have been working non-stop in the month of May, and it's exhausting. I am ready to be done. I am really hoping that the summer brings me summer in peace. Let's move on and start talking about the books.
Okay, we have now made it to the book section, and I have my notes app up, which pretty much has like During the month as I'm reading the books, I try to write down as much as I can so that way when I do these wrap-up videos, I remember what to talk about. Because by the end of the month and after I've read all these books, sometimes things get a little foggy and I don't remember what all I even did during the month. I don't even remember usually which books I have read what month. Like, it feels like the books that I've read at the beginning of this month were just so long ago. So yeah, this little notes page helps me remember. But the very first book that I read in the month of May was The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. This is the, I want to say, third book I've read by Ali Hazelwood, and this is the one that obviously I feel like is the most popular and everyone has already read. And for some reason I had such high expectations for it, I just saved it for so long, and then I finally was like, I'm really in the mood for a good book. It's been, I think last month, I didn't have a horrible reading month, but I really was trying to set this month up for a good month. So I was trying to pick books that I kind of assumed would be highly rated for me. And fortunately, this was one. I rated this book 4.25 stars. You know that I have to have like super strict ratings. I have to be super specific with them because not all 4 stars are equal. So this is 4.25 stars because it's better than a 4-star, but it's not a 5-star. It's not, for a book to be a 5-star, it's going to like be in my head forever and I'll probably think about it until I die. So this book did not have that effect on me, but I did thoroughly enjoy it. I think I tore through it. This book is about Adam and Olive. It is third person and it is a fake dating trope and also sort of an age gap trope, but it's not like a large age gap. Adam is a professor at this school that Olive goes to school at, but like he's not her professor. So, you know, does that make sense? My favorite thing about this book was just the pacing, because although it was like fake dating and they were pretend dating throughout the book, it was honestly a slow burn and I really enjoyed the pacing of everything. The only thing that I wish I could have changed about this would just be honestly the point of view. I don't know why. Third person has to be done a super specific way for me to thoroughly enjoy it, because usually I love having a first person's perspective because I like to be in the characters' heads and I like to know what they're thinking. And so for this, honestly, I was so obsessed with Adam. It broke my heart that it was third person and I could not be in his brain and like, I don't know, seeing the things that he's thinking about her, because once you get to the end of the book, there's kind of a revelation, I guess, and I'm like, oh man, if I had been in his head, I feel like, I don't know, this would have been a bigger moment for me. But, you know, whatever. It was still an amazing book, and I really want to pick up another Ali Hazelwood book, maybe in the month of June. I did recently, I say recently, I think it was honestly in my March vlog that I posted maybe in April, where I picked up Deep End by Ali Hazelwood, which is one that people are not talking very highly of, but maybe I'll read that because it's kind of summary. Anyway, that is besides the point. So 4.25 stars for The Love Hypothesis. That was the first thing that I read. The second thing that I read was on my Kindle. I believe this book is on Kindle Unlimited. It is Phantasma by Kaylee Smith. It is a dark romance fantasy. This is the book that I was reading during my Week in My Life vlog during this month that I posted. This book is also third person. I rated this 4 stars, but when I think about it, I'm almost not sure if I want to sit with that rating. I believe this is a series and there are more books in it now, so I want to continue on and maybe see if some of the other books by this author will be rated even higher for me, but I really loved this book. I appreciated that the romance was definitely a subplot, but still, I don't know, present enough that even when it wasn't happening, like you were thinking about it and that kind of thing. This book takes place in New Orleans, which I really adore because obviously I have been there, I have family from there, so I really enjoy when I get to read books that take place in somewhere I've been, so I can kind of connect in that way to it. But pretty much Ophelia's sister goes missing, and so Ophelia goes to Phantasma, which is essentially just this haunted mansion, I want to say, to put it into simple terms. And when you enter Phantasma, it's, I want to say, almost a Squid Games-like competition. There are a whole bunch of people that enter this mansion and they are forced to face all these different challenges to try to make it to the end. Because if you make it to the end, then you are able to ask, I believe you're able to make a deal with like the demon there, but you can die in this place. So it's like, that's why I compared to Squid Games, because it's kind of traumatic and it's definitely dark. Check your trigger warnings. If you don't want to read about gruesome things, definitely don't pick up this book. But at the same time, it is so interesting. It keeps you on your toes, and there are a lot of different like mysteries that are unraveling throughout this book, so I appreciate that there's lots of twists and turns that kept me super interested in it. I actually wrote down a favorite quote from this book because I just was like, oh my god. And this was the book that I was sending Swift these voice notes for. Like I was sending her screenshots of different quotes. I just was obsessed with this book. So yeah, I am surprised it's only at 4 stars. Like I said, I might need to sit with that and think about that, because how is it only 4 stars though? I really liked it. It took me so long to read. If I would have read it quicker, maybe it just needed to be shorter. I don't know, this is all besides the point. My favorite quote is, "In a different life, in a fair one, I would have kept you until my eternal soul withered away to dust," he vowed to her. Sobs. Anyway, so yeah, that was that book. I highly recommend it. If you have read that book, I want to talk to you about it because I feel like I have not seen very many people talk about it, and it was phenomenal. So yes, Phantasma Kaylee Smith, check trigger warnings. We are on to the next book. The next thing that I read, you all saw me pick up from Target in my Week in My Life vlog, and that is Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. I mentioned this in my Week in My Life vlog, but the reason I picked up this specific book and wanted to start the Rebel Blue series, is that what it's called? Rebel Blue Ranch series? Yeah. Was because I finished the Chestnut Springs series by Elsie Silver, and this is obviously compared to that. It gives off a similar vibe. So I wanted to try it, and it did not disappoint. I rated this book 4.5 stars, and I enjoyed it so much that halfway through reading this book, I bought the audiobook and listened to part of it because I was like, I'm not gonna regret owning 2 copies of this book. And so I listened to part of it, and I also like read and followed along for part of it. This is dual perspective, which I really enjoyed because once again, I love seeing different characters' POVs, and I love being inside their head and seeing what they think of other characters instead of just, I don't know, witnessing it from the outside. I really like being in on it and feeling connected to the characters. But this book is about Emmy and Luke, and Emmy is a barrel racer and Luke is Emmy's brother's best friend. And at the beginning of the book, pretty much, Emmy suffers an injury and she returns back to her hometown to spend some time there. And Luke actually is, obviously he's friends with her brother, but he helps out on their farm or their ranch. And he also owns a bar in town. One of my favorite things about this book is the ADHD representation in the main character, Emmy. I felt like I saw a lot of myself in her, and honestly, I think in the, what's it called? The author's note, maybe? Yeah, in the author's note, she mentions that she actually has ADHD and she has never really seen that kind of representation when reading, so she wanted to bring that to life, and I would honestly say she did a very accurate job. At least for me. Everyone's experience is going to be different with things, but I did see a lot of myself in this character, and I appreciated that. That helped me connect more, obviously. I also loved the pacing of this book. I think it was absolutely perfect. Like, there were no points where I was like, it's going too slow, or like, we just skimmed over that. Can we spend more time there? Like, it just feels like the pacing and everything about this was done so perfectly. And the characters' chemistry is just, I don't know, they do so well together, and I was rooting for them the entire time. I don't remember if I said this, but I rated it 4.5 stars, which is obviously a very high rating for me. This month has been amazing in terms of how good the quality of the things that I read were. I have a lot of higher star reads, which I'm so excited about. But I do want to go ahead and pick up the next book in this little series because I honestly think I'm really enjoying this author, and I want to continue on reading more of her books to see if I still feel that way. The very last thing that I have finished at the time of filming this video is a thriller that I read on my Kindle once again. This book, I believe, is also on Kindle Unlimited. It is called Love Mom by Elena Zander. I rated this book 5 stars. I don't want to talk too much about the actual plot of it because it's a thriller, mystery, whatever, so I don't want to spoil anything. I want you to go in as blind as I did. But it is a psychological thriller. It is first person, but you do get, I think every single character in this book, you get at least one section that it is their point of view, and that's kind of how you learn more things and discover more things, find out things. And of course, that's the fun in mysteries, is getting to, I don't know, see the mystery and not just be told it, like getting to live in someone's brain and see this memory. But I will tell you a little bit about the plot. But like I said, I don't want to go in too much detail because I don't want to spoil anything. But Mackenzie is the main character, we'll say, in this book. And Mackenzie's mom is a famous author. And her mom dies. And after her mom's funeral, she receives these letters in her car that kind of make her question her mom's identity. And she thinks that maybe these letters are from her mom. But how? Her mom is dead. Her mom, this doesn't seem like the mom that she knows. So she wants to kind of dig deeper into that because she's questioning her mom pretty much. There are so many twists and turns, and surprisingly, I didn't guess any of them. I loved this book. From the beginning to the end, I read it so quickly. I think I read this book in 4 days. I just was tearing through it. The plot is so interesting and the writing is so good. I really enjoyed this author, and I have to look and see if there are any other books that I am missing from their backlog that I need to read, because I was thoroughly impressed by this book, and I would pick up any other book by this author just from reading this one. And now the very last thing, this is what I am currently reading, and I might finish it before the end of this month, so I'm going to talk about it a little bit, but I'm not that far, so I don't have a ton to talk about. I started on my Kindle, I bought Fruits Basket Volume 1. I have seen the anime, and obviously it's been recommended to me hundreds of thousands of times. It's everyone's favorite, and I thought, well, I want to read it. And so I got it on my Kindle, and I started Volume 1. I'm not super far yet, but I'm hoping that I'll maybe finish Volume 1 before the end of this month. Honestly, it's surprising for me because it's hard for me to rate manga because it's kind of short, and so you're rating, I guess, what happens in it. So I have a tough time rating it, but honestly, I do appreciate how quickly the story just jumps in with Fruits Basket. Like, I forgot how fast it just starts and then it just keeps going. Like, there's not really a slow point, and it keeps you super engaged, and I appreciate that. So hopefully I will have more to talk about that next month. Hopefully I'll have more volumes completed. Like I said, I don't even have Volume 1 completed right now, but I am enjoying it so far. I have seen the anime. I don't know if I've seen all the anime though, to be completely honest. I can't remember, but that is besides the point. That is going to be everything that I read in the month of May. Thank you so much for sticking around and listening to me yap about books. Well, okay friends, that's going to bring us to the end of today's video. I hope you all enjoyed listening to me yap about every single thing I got up to in the month of May, and I hope you all are still enjoying these wrap-up videos. Definitely let me know down in the comments if you are so that I can continue making them. Also, let me know if you have any recommendations for books or games, or honestly anything that I can get into this summer. I am always up for trying new things, especially taking you all along with me, so let me know. Don't forget that my Discord server is always linked in the description below for anyone that would like to join, as well as I have a membership here on YouTube which gives you early access to my uploads. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Bye!